Konnichiwa, everybody, and welcome to the Fancy Sip Review. And today on the Fancy Sip Review, I'm going to be trying a Taiwanese milk tea drink by a company called Cravi. Drink that I'm going to be reviewing today is going to be part of their Digimon line of these milk tea drinks. And I thought, what better drink to review of the first Digimon Cravi than fan favorite Agumon? The drink that I'm going to be reviewing today is going to be a brown sugar milk tea drink. And with Agumon being the Digimon that's featured on this, you would think that this would be the original flavor, as Agumon is the Digimon of the main character, Tai. So I'm pretty confused at who is going to be the original. I haven't actually looked at these cans, I just thought I would review them. But Agumon is known for digivolving into fan favorite Greymon, and with him becoming Greymon, he later digivolves, if he's happy, into Metal Greymon, and if he's sad, into Skull Greymon. Now I hope when I drink this, I turn into a Metal Greymon and not a Skull Greymon, and be disappointed in this almost $3 milk tea drink. I don't actually know how much it cost. I got it at 99 Ranch in Flushing on sale for like $1. But I am excited to try this drink. For one reason, I am a huge fan of Digimon. Admittedly, I have not watched this since probably 2001, so me saying I'm a fan of it is kind of like saying I'm a fan of the Attitude Era of pro wrestling. But one of the reasons why I'm such a fan of Digimon compared to Pokemon is with Pokemon, Ash and Pikachu pretty much just squashed everybody. Everybody in Pokemon was a jobber, and Pikachu was just outmatching everybody. And it was kind of dull. But with Digimon, every kid, and I think there was 7 of them, had their own Digimon, and they all turned into cool, different characters. You don't really have that with Pokemon, you're just collecting them. But Digimon also had a pretty cool game series. The Digimon World series was always different and expanding. Might not have been as popular as Pokemon, but the games were more creative. And I'm just excited to try this drink, honestly. I haven't really thought of Digimon in a while till I saw this in a store. And this is what the drink looks like. I'll show this to the camera really quickly. Again, you have your Agumon on the front of this. It says Cravi, which is the name of the company. It is going to be a brown sugar milk tea drink, once again. Over here, we have the ingredients and the nutrition facts of the drink. If you are interested in this, I'm going to read this for you. If you are blind and you need me to read this for you, I don't know how you would find this channel, though. And that is everything about this tasty-looking Cravi Agumon flavor drink. So let's see what is in this. I already showed you, but let me find out what's in this. The ingredients in this are going to be water, whole milk powder, sugar, brown sugar, non-dairy creamer made up of glucose, syrup, hydrogenated vegetable fat made up of coconut oil, sodium, potassium, phosphate, diabasic sodium, triphosphate, glycerin fatty acid ester, mono and digilicides, citrate, silicon dioxide, beta carotene, maltodextrin, flavors, black tea leaf, stabilizer, sodium something, 2-lactolate, something that looks like carcinogen, but it's not, sodium, glucose, sodium chloride, which is salt. Why don't they just say what it is? Just say salt. Don't make me read this. I normally wear glasses. And this contains milk. The nutrition facts in this drink are going to be 150 calories in a 10.65 fluid ounce can, which is a very odd size. 4 grams of fat, 3 grams of saturated fat, 10 cholesterol, 135 milligrams of sodium, 25 grams of carbohydrates, 22 grams of sugar with an included 16 grams of sugar at 32% of your daily sugar. And there's only 3 grams of protein in this, despite this being a whole milk drink. I don't know how they pulled that off. And over here you have the Digimon logo. If you are interested in this, they are not stealing a copyright idea. This is not a Chinese drink. This is a Taiwanese drink, even though Taiwan is part of China. So there's everything about this Agumon drink, and I'm excited to open this. So let's see how this drinks. And A YouTuber who I forgot the name of, and I feel bad about that, and I'll give him a shout out in the next video, recommended I start pouring this into this where the camera is, which does make a lot of sense. Thank you so much for that recommendation. I'll give you a shout out in the next video. But let's open this up. I might as well keep spinning it, get my money's worth at how much this drink cost. Why is this video so white? I don't really understand. Let's get Agumon in there. There we go. It's a nice, cool little border looking Agumon. So this is what the drink looks like. This looks like a very milky tea. I know what you're thinking. You already said that this is a milk tea drink, but I haven't really had milk tea. This is more of a British idea, and American people don't really put milk in their tea. Countries that were owned by the British, which is not America, do drink this. I think this is popular in like India, but I don't know. I've never actually had milk tea before. I know Lipton has a milk tea, but I am glad to see that this drink does not have any bubbles in it. Bubble tea is weird to me. I don't know why Americans started jumping on Asian bandwagon stuff like the Labubus, but not the biggest fan of bubble tea. I do like that they eat popcorn chicken in South Korea, and that's pretty tasty. But yeah, I'm just glad this doesn't have bubbles in it, and this is whole milk, which is crazy. I usually drink 2% milk. This smells like a bubble tea without the bubbles. It has a real weird, like, caramely smell to it. The drink is supposed to be a brown sugar milk tea, which brown sugar, I don't know. Like, that's just sugar. But it smells like a little, like, caramely smell. I want to say tapioca, but it does not smell like tapioca. Just a caramely smelling tea drink, which does not sound like it's going to be good. But let's see how this drink is. And let's look at the legs of this drink. I know that's something that they do in wine reviews, but there's no like carbonation and there's nothing sticking to the glass. But let's see how this is on the mouthfeel of the review. It has a very bold front end taste of milk. I would say that this tastes like just any other bubble tea drink, but Cravi, or Cravi, I don't know how they pronounce themselves, is doing a pretty good job at branding. When I saw this drink on the shelves, they also had like One Piece or something like that. I don't know any anime. I'd just be lying to you if I pretend I know the characters. I do know the Digimon characters though, which is why I bought this can and two other cans. But I think Agumon would be happy with this drink. He was a very happy, joyful Digimon. I don't think that there were any sad Digimon, as this was a cartoon made for children, and this was before the emo subculture got big with children. But Agumon looks happy on this can. This tastes like something that somebody that's happy would drink. It has a lot of sugar in it. Sugar is good for boosting your mood. The brown sugary smell is very strong on this. Let's give this one more sip. It's an interesting beverage. I don't understand the popularity outside of enjoying Japanese culture, which isn't really that big anymore. I'm pretty sure the South Koreans have surpassed the Japanese culture. They haven't really been that relevant in a while. No offense, I'd love to go to Japan. If you want to give me tickets to go to Japan, I will shill their products more. But it's a Taiwanese drink. Taiwanese might be the Labubus. That might be South Korea. I have absolutely no clue. Might even be Line Friends. But as the first drink of the Cravi milk teas, it honestly just tastes like drinking like if Agumon was not on this and I did not have nostalgia for my youth and I saw this and I thought I used to like Digimon, I don't think that this would really make me that interested in buying this, as I don't like bubble tea. You may like bubble tea and you might enjoy this if you like bubble tea without the tapioca balls, but the milk tea flavor doesn't really do too much for me, honestly. Or the brown sugar doesn't really do too much for me. It's just a bland kind of tasting drink. It tastes kind of caramely. If I were to compare this to a milk drink, it kind of tastes like one of like the caramel flavored Monster coffees, although using tea and water rather than using actual coffee, which makes it a completely different thing. But yeah, I mean, it's all right. It's nothing special. I would definitely not recommend this or buy this again. It's made in Porter Ranch, California, with a bunch of ingredients that I struggled on saying. But Agumon's pretty cool. I love that show. Digimon World 2 was a really good game. It's a really cool dungeon crawler game. The first one was teaching kids like animals die, which is weird. But I guess it came around the time of Tamagotchi, and I don't know. They decided to make that a PlayStation game instead of doing what Pokemon did that everybody loves. But yeah, I mean, it's a good drink. I'm honestly just going to be reviewing this under the idea that sugar's addictive, and this is a brown sugar drink, but, I mean, it's nothing cool. It's not like an American soda where it has carbonation in it and stuff like that. It's just boring. It's like a boring drink. It's not a coffee drink either. It's just tea, but it's black tea, which is like the boring kind of tea. And it's not any cool black tea either. It's just black tea. So what would I give this drink? Will I shill? Will I lie? I think I'd give this a 6 out of 10. And my reviews are very skewed towards everything getting 10. So this would probably be like a 4 to a normal reviewer. But again, I don't like bubble tea. The flavor is really not that strong or very interesting. I could probably make this myself, and it can cost a lot of money if I didn't get this on sale. But I've been to the Fancy Sipper. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoy the Cravi brown sugar milk tea drink and you like Digimon, please tell me what your favorite Digimon is. And goodbye. Cheers. Clink.